today's Monday the 8th of October. Just doing the first rehearsal for DPP1 with the piece about breath. So the stimulus for this piece is a quotation by Martha Graham, and it states, "Every time you breathe life in or expel it, it is a release or a contraction. Is it that basic to the body? You're born with these two movements and you keep both until you die, but you begin to use them consciously so that they are beneficial to the dance dramatically. You must animate that energy within yourself. Energy is that thing that sustains the world and the universe. It animates the world and everything in it. It can be Buddha, it can be anything, it can be everything. It begins with breath." So, as I said, that quote was by Martha Graham, using it as a stimulus for the piece. Now, I just want to ask you, Emma, what does that quote, what's your understanding of that quote? How does it make you feel? What did you notice?
The fact that you're born with it, you don't need to learn it, and you sustain it until you die, however long that is.
Yeah.
And you never have a break from it. And the fact that it's subconscious, and I think it gets forgotten about, but when it becomes conscious, you can use it to move however you like, or to move more efficiently, or to have different energy behind the movement.
Yeah, and as a dancer, it's proven by researchers that there is no dancer that starts their dance process thinking about the breath.
Yeah.
They always just dance without breathing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Until you're actually reminded of the breath.
Well, yeah, in my personal experience anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you're never taught how to breathe.
No.
It's not like it's choreographed into the dance.
Yeah.
You're just kind of expected to do it, but because it's subconscious, it kind of takes a back seat until you actually think about it.
And you take breath so for granted, with even in everyday life. But with this piece, I just really want to kind of draw the attention to how important breath is as a dancer, and how breathing does actually affect your movement and affect the performance as a whole. Because from my experience as well, like performing, you literally do not think about breathing at all.
No.
I just want it to, because I haven't choreographed anything like this before.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of take myself out of my comfort zone and kind of just focus on something that I never focus on in class. So I just think it's going to be quite an interesting thing to be able to concentrate on breath.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also being here, breath is thought about a lot. I don't know if it's just the contemporary style. It seems to just be used in contemporary as well. Even when it is used in dance, it's only used in contemporary. It's never used in ballet or commercial or whatever.
Street or
literally anything. It's only contemporary, and even then, it's not really used that much. So, yeah, I think just from watching like different performances, like like professional ones, when you can hear them breathing, it's like, whoa, they're putting loads of effort into that.
Yeah.
Or if you're keeping your breath in, then you're more tense and you're not as like relaxed into it. So I think it's helpful for the performer and for the audience.
I read a really good article yesterday actually, and it was about how breath in dance, how does that make the audience member feel?
Yeah.
And so like spectators that hadn't really watched dance before, when they watched a dance in silence and they just heard the dancers breathe, it kind of made them uncomfortable.
Well, I told you about that, didn't I, about when my mum came to watch a dance here, and there was a lot of breathing as the soundscape in it, and she was like, it did make her feel, but because I think if it was a dancer watching it, they'd be like, oh, that's really helpful, like I understand why they're doing that, whereas if it's a normal person, they'd be like...
With this piece, I think it's finding the balance between the two.
Yeah.
So like, you obviously want to I don't know, like impress dancers
Yeah.
in the audience anyway, but you also don't want to make the audience feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not over the top, it's like not for show. It's actually functional. It's not just being like, oh, I don't know, just for the performance sake.
Yeah, and when there is a large amount of silence in a piece, that can also make the audience feel uncomfortable because they're so used to hearing music. Dance and music kind of go together.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of used a bit of music and a bit of silence in this piece as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get that balance. Yeah.